Hello and good evening, everybody. We're Ron and Judy of Full Time Dream.
Whoops. You're experiencing technical difficulties.
Trying to entertain the cat.
The cat's watching the screen, watching all the things come in, and she's like this.
We wanted to go ahead and say that we want to thank everybody for their support. We want to make sure that everybody knows that we appreciate every one of you. And if you're going to be watching this again on replay, we want to thank you for doing that and coming along and going on our journey. So what we're going to start out talking about again is how we started out our week. Our week, we started out the week with, yes, okay, the Bills won again, and they keep on going, and it's going to be a really tough game this week, but it is what it is. If we've made it this far, and it's been an awful long time since we've been this far.
Is Mahomes playing yet, or?
Oh, he's going to play. He's going to play. I'm hoping that he's going to play, because I don't want anybody to say, "Oh, the Bills made it to the Super Bowl because he was hurt." If they beat him, they beat him. If they don't beat him, it is what it is. But we'll go ahead and keep on doing that. We can go ahead and say hello to a few people that are popping in. We got K in our destinations. Hey, how you doing? Is that Kyle or Ryan? And Thin Blue Lane, Forever Best Friend, Chasing America.
Ryan.
It's Ryan. Hi, Ryan. I should have said that instead. Usually when Kyle comes in, it's like, "What's up?" But the other thing that happened this week is our new kitten decided that he was going to take a leap of faith and figured he could jump more than he really could, and he took a jump and.
I told him no, but he didn't listen.
He took a jump and he took a fall, and he'd been limping around for a few days.
A few days, a day, since yesterday morning.
About
10 o'clock. So about 4 o'clock, he was still limping around, not putting any weight on his back foot. So then I decided to take him somewhere, and
take him someplace.
Few bucks,
an awful lot of money
for them to tell us that they still not sure what's wrong with him. We gave them they had x-rays and nothing's broken. And then they would have had to do more x-rays to tell if there was a tendon or a ligament pull. And I wish I could have taped the conversation from the vet because obviously we're in New York, everything's still closed. So you take and you drop your animal off, and they take them inside, and you sit in your car and you wait. And then they call you on the phone and they do their consultation. And this vet was explaining to me in very simple terms what a ligament was. And it was just like, yeah, okay. She goes, "It's the stretchy thing." I'm like,
Hi, Lance from Boondocking with Boomer. Thank you for coming in. Some more
people coming in here. Chasing America.
Retired and loving it.
Welcome, everybody. So yeah, so they are... she's explaining to me what's going on with the cat, and then of course it's $110 just to have them look at your animal, and you have to pay that up front. So
before they do the walk-in service where they walk out to your car and take your pet.
Yeah, so you have to walk in, and then they have the little pay thing in the lobby. So you go and you pay them, and then they come in and they have your cat come in, and then they switched vets from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock. So I had to wait for that too. I was there for 4 hours for the emergency service, but it's interesting. And then we looked at your cat and we're not sure, and we don't feel anything. And our next step would be x-rays. And this is how much, and so we're going to hang up now, the vet said, and we're going to talk to the other person, and they're going to call you back, and they're going to tell you your options and how much each option will cost you. So they called back with the x-rays. And of course, I'm going to have the x-rays done because, I'm not going to they can't tell anything by just looking at them. So I had to have the x-rays done. And then after they did the x-rays, they're like, nothing's broken. I said, well, that's good. And they weren't sure about the ligament thing, but she's like, well, your options on that are, it'll be $1,600 if you want more x-rays for the ligaments. And I'm like, I think we'll hold off on that right now. We know nothing's broken, and we'll see how he is tomorrow. And they gave us some medication for painkiller and anti-inflammatory. And the guy that's giving me the one medicine, he goes, this stuff tastes horrible. They might foam at the mouth, and they might do this. And I'm like, they might vomit. And I'm like, okay, and why do I want to give this to my cat and torment him? Because he's only, 4 months old. And
we got Sue from Lucky Dog Production Moderator came in, and we got RV Field Trip. And
did we get Boondocking?
We already got Boondocking with Boomer.
So they and the guy that's explaining to me goes, yeah, it tastes horrible. He goes, I tasted it by mistake once. I'm like, okay. So Kitty's been laying around the house all day just doing nothing, and every time you look at him, he's just like, yeah. So I don't know if we're really cool today or not, but we'll see.
We'll see. It's been one of those days. It's been kind of a weird kind of mood day, but
yeah, we won't get into that. Oh yeah.
Okay, last week we got 2 super chats, and we want to shout out the people.
On. Lance, we're not bringing anybody up right now. We're going to do what we're doing, and then towards the end, just so you know.
Yeah. So the first one that we'd like to shout out is Camper Life. We really appreciate the super chat. I think everybody in here knows Camper Life. Williams goes and does an awful lot for a lot of people. We really appreciate him showing up. And the other channel is Nursing Our Travel Bug.
Yeah, I don't know how we missed that one when we were doing the live.
They reached their 1K, and they were really close on ours the last time we checked, and we ran their playlist for a couple of days worth of running their stuff, and we really hope that they're getting there. If everybody wants to go over and help them out, that would be a big help. That's Bill and Natasha out there for Nursing Our Travel Bug.
And here we got another cat butt that's gonna. Oh no, she's gonna miss the camera.
She's gonna hide underneath.
Cat just walked right in front of us.
Then last week we had the giveaways, and the one giveaway was Papa Drew got won a gift card, and he decided he didn't want it. So we have Nate Dog. We sent his out, his Amazon e-card, and Steve from Avenger RV Adventures, he got his sent out. And then Cynthia won the $25 Cracker Barrel card, and that's being sent out by regular mail. So she should be receiving that soon.
Hey, Nothing Edited, how are you? Thanks for coming in. All right. So what do you want to do? All right. Ron's phone just beep. He's on call tonight. So
I'm just going to take a quick peek at that real quick.
Oh, great. Leave me here. Sue just threw up Camper Life's link. Did you just get the notification that we're live?
What's that?
Did you just get a notification that we're live?
Oh, it could be. Let me turn this thing down.
All right. So anyway, like I said, we're kind of. Do you want to bring people up, or do you want to?
We can. You just sent Lance down.
Well,
if Lance wants to come up.
Lance, you want to come up? Come on up.
We're kind of disorganized on top of everything here too. So.
What is it? Yeah, this live isn't. We're not. I don't know. I told him he was going to have to carry it today, and he's not doing a good job of doing that.
Well, I've just got an emergency, and it's not all that bad. It's something
It's
that
not
I can
an
clear.
emergency.
It's not an emergency.
All right. So anyway, what we were going to talk about today was RVing for once. So we just wanted to get into, because we've gotten away from some of the RVing stuff that we've been doing interviews and stuff like that. But and again, next week we're going to have an interview. I said hello to Nothing Edited. Yes. Next week we're going to have another RVer come up, and we're going to be doing an interview next week. But anyway, so to this week we just wanted to get into some RV terms and that kind of stuff.
Well,
some of the basics.
Some of the basic stuff, and everybody in here probably already knows the difference between the gray tank and the black tank. But for some people in here that aren't really experienced with it yet, but I'm looking at everybody, and pretty much everybody here has been doing it for as long as us or longer. But the gray tank is for, like, the same stuff. It's like from doing your dishes and that kind of stuff, the sinks. And the black tank is from the toilet. Am I right?
Good job. Good job.
I did it right.
All right. We're dying here.
But again, boondocking with Boomer, we got that link up there on the top. If you want to jump in and say hello and shout out your channel and stuff, you're more than welcome to now. Anybody else that can do the same also. Okay, everybody should know what the 12-volt DC is. DC is for direct current, and AC is for alternating current. DC, you get that from your batteries and from the solar. But what's that?
Then Blue Lane said, "False alarm, not leaving after all." You guys want to come up? Oh, it's been a rough day.
Okay. A converter changes AC power into DC power so that you can change or charge your batteries and that type of thing. And an inverter uses the battery and changes the DC power into, oh, there's the blue line coming up.
Nothing edited. My mom's doing good. She, other than just not remembering stuff, like this morning, she asked me why the cat was limping. All right.
We can bring him up. You ready to come up?
Hey there.
Look, I got.
Can you hear me?
No, you're muted. No, you're not muted. Can we hear you?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Had our speakers turned down.
Okay. All right, we need to get this party started, man. Come on, what's going on?
Yes, please, because just I don't know. It's just the mood of the day, if you know what I mean.
I got you. What's the schedule like tonight? Who's on like next, and who's after that, and who's after that? Because I want to go live tonight, and I don't want to step on anybody. So I want to go like if there's a vacant spot, or if there's like a really late night spot after everybody else is done. Does anybody know? Because I was supposed to release a video every Wednesday, and we didn't release one today. I completely forgot.
Well, here, you can take over the show. Talk about whatever you want to talk about.
We got who's usually on after? The Northwoods is on usually after us.
Yeah, he does his podcast.
He's got a podcast on after us at 8:00. There's Gina's Van Life with Gina. She's on I'm not exactly sure exactly what time that she's right after. I believe after them. So
And Griswold's are
and
usually on
Griswold,
at 10 o'clock.
yeah, Griswold's family vacay is at.
I think that's usually the schedule, but
Wednesday.
there's so many people on now. It's
Yeah.
not even, you can't even.
I don't mind doing late shows. That's usually my specialty anyway. Late night shows.
Wednesday is usually a pretty.
Thanks, Nomadic Rat Pack. We appreciate you stopping here.
Wednesdays are usually a pretty busy time because, like ours right now, we're live. Who's that?
There's 4 other people right now today. I know
yeah,
his way home
everybody's
said he was going live,
and we're kind of up against with Matt's RV.
Yeah,
reviews.
Matt's RVs reviews is on right
Yeah,
now.
so
Doing it
so
from here.
we're kind of up against the big guys right at the moment, but that's we're doing all
Yeah,
right,
no,
right?
that's why I said I'll just wait till I see nobody that I know. I mean, it's not going to be everybody in the world, but just the people I know that I subscribe to. If there's none of them going, then I'm going to open up. And yes, KNR, you are invited, of course. Of course you are.
They're
Don't
cooking.
be
What else?
ridiculous.
Aren't you guys always cooking?
No. Don't be ridiculous.
So where are you guys at?
We are in Daytona Beach, Florida, right behind the Harley. And believe me, I can tell because I can hear them over there. We're right behind the Harley dealership in Daytona Beach, Florida.
Nice.
Until Monday. And then we're going to Orlando 1,000 Trails.
That's a long drive.
Not really. The long drive was okay. I was gonna say coming from Texas to here I did that in one night, or actually, I made one stop at a truck stop, and after that we came here.
Has Nancy been doing pretty good lately, or she's hanging in there good?
Yeah, she just went to Texas. Nobody knows this yet because I haven't announced it. We went through Texas and she did all of her tests and stuff, and they all came back good.
Nice.
Oh, that's great.
And your show is the first to know about that.
Breaking news. Breaking news.
And now breaking news with Wolf Blitzer.
Well, all 8 of us know about it now.
All 8 of you. Nancy, say hi.
Oh, there you go. Steve's here.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Nancy.
How are you?
He's giving treats to the dogs.
I was giving treats to the dog.
Yeah, that's a never-ending thing, isn't it?
We got all the animals decided to be right out next to us tonight when we started. So the dog's snoring right underneath us, and
Can't hear it. It's all good. Hey, Avenger, how you doing?
Steve, we sent you an email from the live last week. Don't know if you got it with the Amazon gift card.
Wow, I look messy. I look messy. What's wrong with me tonight? Right.
Just an impromptu. There you go.
Let
Blind
there
us.
be light.
You know.
Let there be light.
I started cutting my own hair, but that's been quite the adventure because I can't see my whole entire head. So I've shaved it all down really good, and I went and a couple of days later I looked in the mirror and I got this great big thing. I'm like, oh, I can wrap that around.
That's what I do. I just take the clippers and just run them through, and then I do this too. And then when it grows out like this, and I usually cut it back off again. Otherwise, I look like Papa Smurf or.
Brian says to turn off the light.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Ryan said, "Turn the light back off." Love you too, man. Big hugs when I see you, man. Big hugs. You know, when I started going to his channel, because we had lost all of our notifications. That's why we hadn't been to a lot of channels and stuff. I know it's an excuse, blah, blah, blah. But we had lost his channel from the bell had been unrung and we were unsubscribed. And when I finally discovered my mistake or YouTube's mistake, I went over there. You know what he says? Wow, Thin Blue Lane is here? I didn't think anybody from that group was going to come over here. I was like, wow, I didn't know I was in a group. That was funny, man. I didn't know I belonged to any particular group. How you doing, Chicken Johnny? Chicken Johnny. Looks great. Do it again.
Yeah, YouTube purges channels all the time. Nothing out of this us.
Yeah,
If you don't get in there and watch right away, they unsubscribe you and
right. Yeah, we had great big swings for quite a bit. For when the shorts started taking off, we gained a whole bunch of subscribers, and then the subscribers swung back down. At one point, when the one short went crazy, we went from 600 subscribers to 1,800 subscribers, and then back down to 900 subscribers, all within a week's time. And then it went back up. We're doing really well right now, a lot better than I thought we'd ever do for subscribers. But
how are you guys doing?
Well, I was telling Bill that we've had the same thing with YouTube, and I mean, YouTube is a big family. We have, I mean, like you guys, a lot of people that, we're friends with on YouTube, and we don't have time to watch like everybody's channel on the reg. So we like pick and choose, a couple days, couple people, couple days, another channel, and try to be supportive. But by the time you get to like the last channel, you already been unsubscribed of like the first people that you went to. So that's a little frustrating sometimes.
I think we're subscribed to like 900 people, so I don't even know how we even get through half of them all the time. But we have our regulars, obviously, that we try to.
How I do it is when we have time, I get on, I look and see who's live. I mean, that's it. And then I see somebody I know and somebody I like, let me get it right, like you guys. Then I just join in.
Oh, you like us, isn't that sweet?
They like us. They really do.
You guys are.
Well, we're an acquired taste.
We are that.
Yeah, it's really bad because it seems like there's like a milestone. Every milestone you get, like every 100 subscribers, all of a sudden you fight to get to that point. And then you jump up again, and then you fight, and then it drops you back down again.
Yeah. And I don't. I'll be honest with you. I don't look at it anymore.
We haven't got to our 700 subscribers yet, and we've gone on like almost a little over a year on YouTube, and it's been like you said, we gain some, and by the time that we're going up, the people that don't watch us, and when we keep coming down, so it's like it is what it is.
Well, we took 5 weeks off, and that really killed our momentum because we were growing like all the Bob channels. I think they're all monetized but us. And we took 5 weeks off, and it didn't kill us, like I had said in a previous video, but it stopped our momentum. But the good news is, for the ones we're losing, we're gaining more back. So we're okay with it. We're not. I just don't look at it anymore. I don't look at the subscriber count, and I don't look at the hours and stuff like that. But I do know this, that the last time I did look, that the two indicators were together, which is good, because if they stay together, when I get one, I'll get the other instead of getting one and then waiting for the other. You know what I mean? The hours versus the subscribers.
Right.
RV Weekend says he's taking a break and eating some ice cream, so you got to be careful taking those breaks. So
I want ice cream. What kind of ice cream are you having?
You're not allowed, he wants to come up here, but I don't know. He has ice cream. I don't think he has it for everybody, so I don't think he should come up.
Yeah, do you have enough for the class over there?
Well, bring him up. You can take us down and bring him up if you want.
Hey.
The more the merrier tonight.
I left K&R and I had to do some editing, and then I'm like, okay, it's time for a break from some editing and get some ice cream and see who's on the live. So I saw you guys were live.
Well, welcome. Where's the ice cream for the rest of us?
Yeah.
It's the last one.
Uh-oh. That's what everybody says. Sorry, it's my last one.
My last one.
I think
Who's
we
that?
were talking.
Oh, buddy. Welcome to the YouTube people.
Hi.
That's cute.
You're talking about the subscribers and the subscriber counts. The most important thing is getting subscribers that are going to watch things, because our subscribers have been doing us unbelievably well. I mean, our watch hours are doing, staying really good with the people that are there who we have. And that's the best way to do it. I mean, if you end up with 2,000 subscribers and you only have 100 people that are watching anything, it's not going to do you very much good.
I agree.
Yeah.
So I mean but we've kind of cross-pollinated. We kind of reached out into other communities and became friends with other communities. And we got subscribers from there. And it's, people that are homesteaders. There's people that are homesteaders that are interested in RVs and want to learn about stuff about RVs. There's people that, and I love watching a lot of the homesteading and that kind of stuff. I love watching that stuff and the travel channels. It's just a matter of diversifying yourself, I guess. I know I keep on hearing, stay in your niche, stay in your niche, stay in your niche. And there's a lot of, it's easy to stay in your niche, but once you get people
you said cross-pollinating like we're infesting other communities.
I love their sense of humor. Those people can you imagine hanging out with those people, just being in their house?
Coming to a community near you.
Well, I think there's several communities that, like you said, you kind of cross-pollinate that is similar to what you do. Like a real estate agent, they would love RVers because they're always looking around at different places, and it's something that's exciting to share with people.
That's the thing that, I think that helped us. We grew an awful lot once we started going and watching other things on top of it, and people coming over and watching. If you go and you watch people's videos and they come back and watch your videos, and you can watch videos that you enjoy. I love watching hunting and fishing videos. So the hunting and fishing community, I've been a big active in that type of community, and it's helped us a lot. It really has. And I'm actually surprised that we grew as fast as we did. We did very well for doing it in 10 months, making it in 10 months.
Speaking of growth, when I was at the RV Super Show, I saw some YouTubers that I've never seen before, and I sat with them and talked to them, and they said they were shocked because with one video, they gained 700 subscribers on one video from doing a video of Lazy Days RV camping sales, that sales place in Tampa, and they picked up 700 subscribers just because of that. And that's
because 700 employees watched.
Right. So I'm like, I guess I need to go to Lazy Days and do a video of the whole place.
Right.
Says we sell vegetables at RV parks. I would love to travel like you folks. Well, we're not traveling. We're not traveling. We're not full time yet.
He meant us. You're talking about us, yeah.
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 Hey, I didn't miss those people talking to me. See here, we got RV Field Trip said just watch you guys do a lot of cooking. Yeah, Ron just said that there's you should stay in your niche, right? Well, she's got an RV cooking show, and technically it's in an RV, so we didn't make a separate channel for that. We went ahead and left that, but her cooking shows are far more popular than anything I produce.
Yeah, we didn't stay in just RVing because our story was we started out in March and we planned on working towards full time, and then my dad passed away and we have to take care of my mom. So, and COVID and everything else going on. So, we readjusted and we launched our channel March 1st and everything broke loose the mid-March. So, we readjusted and did what we could do. And, we found a local place that would let us do, the RV reviews and stuff like that. And
I'll tell you, those RV reviews we get thousands of views on those RV reviews. And
Robert, can you hear Ron, or is he just quiet on my screen?
I can hear Ron.
My voice. I've got my voice is kind of low. It's hard for people to hear it a lot of times.
I keep trying to adjust my volume, but it's not helping. No offense. I'm just saying. I thought maybe there was something wrong with my settings.
Yeah, I agree. If you find a crowd that wants to see, the RV reviews, it's a good thing. Because when I did a tour of my RV, it got a lot of views. And and
Ooh.
I started doing cooking videos, and I think that's gonna get some traction doing cooking videos in the RV. You know, so I'm looking forward to seeing the result of that.
The one thing that we started doing is we started doing videos that we wanted to, so that people were going to be able to see them and people would continue to watch them. It wouldn't be a one-time thing and it would be over and done with. And that's really been what's been happening. You know, we started out with the doing the towing system, and people were watching watching the whole playlist for the towing system over and over again. And there's a lot of things that way that helped us an awful lot with views and our watch hours and stuff that went, and we gained a lot of people from those type of things. And we've done an awful lot of different types of things. Judy did the financial coaching type thing. There's little segment. There's
some cooking
and so we've been trying to stay in doing things that people are going to keep coming back to watch those videos. And another thing that she does constantly is she'll go in if something loses footing, she'll go in and she'll change the
title or tags, or
she'll
That's
kind of mess with the thumbnails a little bit, and they'll take off again. And it's amazing how much those videos are. We've got again, like I said, I'm surprised. We have probably between 15 and 20 videos that are over 1,000 views, you know, and a lot of them that are in that 15 to 3,000 view range. So it's just, it's worked out. And again, I'm not sure why, because I'm not the most pleasant person to be watching all of the time. So
I got to check and see why. I haven't seen Happy Place Diaries pop up with a video in a long time, and I'm going to go right now and see if they're not
he's
unsubscribed.
putting out even more than one a week, I think now.
Yeah,
every 5 days. I think he's been
cranking stuff out. We've been watching everything with him.
Yeah, I saw him. I saw them at the RV Super Show. I got a bumper sticker from them on the RV Super Show, and I already put it on my RV. So, yeah,
there you go. Free advertising.
That's right. Well, you know, I got to where I decided I got a bunch of stickers from the state parks and the campgrounds that I've been to, and then I was mixing in some of the people I met as far as YouTubers. But then I thought, let me separate them and put YouTubers on this side and put the parks on this side. So that's what I started to do.
Happy Place, I just unsubscribed and resubscribed to you and re-rang your bell. That way I should get notifications when you put your videos out.
Another thing I thought was very interesting that got, you know, some more traction was just a simple video on how to set up your RV when you pull in a campground. What do you do? Because a lot of people, I see it all the time, inexperienced people panic when they got to back in. And it's just something to remind people when they're trying to back a camper in. Don't worry about the people. If there's somebody waiting to get by, let them sit there. Get out of your vehicle. Look at and survey the area you got to pull in to make sure you don't run into anything, and make sure you don't have to back up 15 times. Try to do it, you know, in about 2 or 3 times, and take your time, and don't let people affect you and make you all panicky, and just enjoy the process.
I was going to, Jerry, how are you doing for are your subs picking up now? I know that when you went down to the show, I was hoping that you'd start to pick up a little bit more subs that way. It looked like you were growing a little bit there in the last week or so. We've been keeping track and trying to watch everything that we can, everything that comes out. Yeah, we have the one thing that up around here, because we're in New York, and most of the RV shows have been canceled way out in advance. They normally come up in like January is when the shows start coming out. But a lot of the shows up here that around us have been canceled, and there's a couple in one in Erie, Pennsylvania, that's coming up, and there's one that's going to be coming up in I believe in Ohio, but I'm not sure if that one's been canceled or not yet. I haven't been able to find anything on it.
I got a bumper sticker from Avenger RV Adventure too. I saw them at the RV Super Show.
Places, they got a few, and their watch hours are booming.
Yay!
That's really good to hear. But yeah, there's a lot. I think that we're going to try. We'd love to be able to get to one of the RV shows, but our biggest downfall is every time we go to an RV show, we end up buying an RV. So we have to be careful. We don't want to be doing that again.
Yeah. I remember when I was thinking about buying an RV, I made it a point to make a list of the must-haves and then the things that I could compromise on. And the things that were must-have for me were the recliners in front of the TV in the entertainment center, a door that separated the bedroom from everywhere else, and a shower curtain that didn't move and stick to you when you took a shower. and also the slider, if you do a slider, that when the slider's in, you can use everything in the RV.
Yeah, that was one of our biggest things when we bought our motorhome, was that when the slides were closed, because ours has 3 slides, that you could reach everything. So when we boondocked, in a Walmart, we didn't have to worry about that stuff.
That's one thing that we do an awful lot of is boondocking. I think that we've everywhere from Maine to Tennessee, and every place we've gone, we've pretty much been boondocking. So he's gone for a minute.
Those guys are fun to be around. They were very fun. RV Adventure. They were very fun to be around. I wish I could have spent more time with them.
Yes, they are.
Be able to actually meet people face to face and in person, because I'm not the best person on camera. I'm a little bit more camera shy, I guess, than most people. So, but I'm a little bit more outgoing when I actually see people face to face. But our community is great, is fantastic, and I just want to be able to do it. Wish we'd have been able to make it to Mayberry this last year, but with everything going on, we didn't make it down there.
Speaking of camera presence, did you happen to see Traveling Robert doing a live at the RV Super Show when I was there? Because he literally, I was sitting at a picnic table with him, and he literally got up from the camera and said, "Here, entertain everybody," and hand me his phone. I'm like, okay, 150,000 subscribers. How many people? And I'm like, hey, it's Robert with RV Week. And it was great.
Did they start leaving and unsubscribing from him, or?
I didn't get any subscribers from it, so I must not have done a good job.
I think that it does a really good job of when you start meeting people in the meetups and everything, and there's people that you meet at those meetups that don't know or aren't subscribed to you and that type of thing. And I think that it helps with your subscribers and being able, when you meet people face to face. It's something that I kind of look forward to, and not to get more subscribers, but just to see people and to actually see who introduce it face to face in real life.
Yeah.
But with everything being locked down, this kind of thing is fantastic. It's as close to face that most people can get, because a lot of the places that you are face to face, you're face to mask what you are, and you don't. It's too impersonal, and I think that a lot of people are suffering from a lot of things, depression wise, because the human contact is very important. It's very, very important.
Sure. Absolutely.
I think that's one thing that's been really hurting a lot of people.
I just added him just now.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I have something I've been trying, something brand new, and I'm fairly new. I'm trying something on Thursday night, which is a marriage, some kind of a building up the men's relationship with his wife. So I'm going from a book that I read that was life-changing for me, and I thought, if I can change one husband to be a better husband to his wife, it's worth it. So I started reading this book on Thursday nights and kind of taking some bullet points from it to encourage men how to be better husbands. And
I need to take that class.
Well, yeah, it's called Go. Well, you got to. Well, I'll just say, come back on Thursday tomorrow night at 7, and I'm gonna be doing it. And I needed it. And I think other men will need it. Even if you have a great marriage, it's going to help you be a better husband. So I'm doing that on Thursday night, and that's off the RV topic. It's just relationship topic. And then I'm doing a cooking show on Friday with a raids parade they're doing from Roy and Becky's Travels. And then on Sunday, I'm doing my own premiere of the RV Super Show this Sunday.
Nice.
Staying busy.
So that's what I'm editing right now, which I need to get back to.
RV Wiki has the trailer above the 2 palm trees. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Because I keep clicking on it, and it keeps taking me to. Okay, finally, it kept taking me to another channel, but now it worked. It finally worked.
Yeah, that's probably my wife's channel.
I don't know if you've heard, but our Togo finally expired that we have on the roof. So right now I'm running off of this, and we actually bought. It's a cell phone, but I actually bought another chip from AT&T to go into Togo on the roof, and it'll help us, get better internet, and so you can see just how ugly I really am. But yeah, right now we're running off of this thing.
So your signal's pretty good tonight.
It is.
Yeah, I'm running off a T-Mobile router that I just bought. I was running off a cell phone. Literally, I was running off a cell phone, and I bought it just for that reason. But the upload speeds weren't fast enough. So when the upload speed wasn't fast enough for me, I decided to try to do something faster. So I got a T-Mobile.
I'm my data plan. The thing is called RV4G, and it's like $80 a month, but it's totally, completely unlimited. And we haven't tried it yet. Of course, they billed me twice now because it's sitting in a drawer over here because I haven't installed it yet. But yeah, it's $80 a month, and it's true unlimited 4G internet, supposedly. I'll let y'all know later after we find out if it's real unlimited internet. Nothing's going to beat that Togo. That Togo was great. That AT&T deal, for those of you that managed to get that before they canceled it, I got in on the last month. So I was their last customer to be taken off that plan. They're all like, oh, thank God to get rid of that. You would like internet.
I don't know where RV, I know they're down in Florida, but I don't know where they live because we've been trying to get them on the show to interview them, and they say they have no internet where they are. So they must be in the sticks and down there.
Oh yeah, they're I hate it when you can't get internet. Avenger RV Adventure, look at Nomad Internet. I went to RV Kids channel. I clicked on his link. I went and signed up. I paid the first month for Nomad. I got a refund a few days later saying they don't have any stock and they don't know when they are. So they just lost a customer because I know other people are getting Nomad. I wanted Nomad. That's what I wanted. But I ended up looking up a service called RV4G. And that's what it's just. It's very simple. RV4G. I'm not going to endorse them because I haven't tried it yet. Once I try it, then I'll let you know.
I had something like that. It was $130 a month, but I lost income, so I decided to go economical. And this T-Mobile device is $50-something a month. Now it is limited to 100 gig a month. So if you're doing a lot of data, it wouldn't work for you. But I'm not doing that. So I have a hotspot on my phone. And I'm using that for just watching YouTube and stuff. But when I want to upload something, I use this, and it works. Works pretty good. It's not super good, like probably not 4G, but it does work good enough.
I have some of those in a box over here. I have some of those. I used to use those too.
Yeah, but it's
Jerry. I see that you say that it's kind of cold. You weren't used to it when you got back to Oregon. You can come over to New York over here. I think we're going to warm up to 25 tomorrow, so you can come on over and hang out with us for a while if you want.
Ouch! That's why I'm in Florida. Ouch! Look, short sleeves and.
So where are you at? Thin Blue Lane. Where are you at?
We're in Daytona Beach right now until
Monday.
Goodness.
I'm a stone's throw from you.
Really?
Yes.
Come on over. We'll put a steak on the grill.
I'm in Brevard County, so I'm in Mims.
Okay. What was that place we went today to get that Outback Steakhouse? What was that name of that little town?
Ormond
Beach.
Beach.
Yeah, we went to Ormond Beach. Yeah,
Ormond
we were
Beach.
down there because there's a Outback Steakhouse. It's one of
Well-
the things we missed not being in Texas.
Ormond Beach is north of Daytona.
Yeah, we're right across from that. If you
I'm south.
literally, we're straight across from Ormond Beach.
Okay.
If you know where the Harley dealership is, if you know where
Yeah.
Harley Davidson is, it's literally right there. So
Yeah, there's
the
the RV dealership there too. Right?
cool. I can't
You
go
guys
over
know
there.
Lucky Dog is right
RV.
down there too.
I'm sorry.
Lucky Dog is in Daytona.
Oh yeah, okay.
Lucky Dog Productions.
Yeah, so I'm real close.
And if you want to find us, just keep going that way for a while. Just keep going and keep going.
When you hit Niagara Falls, you're there.
Yeah.
Hey,
Right.
Avenger, if this doesn't work out, I will switch over to the T-Mobile version. But since our phones are T-Mobile, we wanted the service on the roof to be something other than T-Mobile. In case we couldn't get one, we might be able to get the other one. But thank you for your advice there, Avenger, because yeah, T-Mobile's great. I've never had a problem with T-Mobile. I've been with T-Mobile for 16 years. I got a letter from them saying that we were one of their 1% of their first customers that's still there with them.
Wow.
And
Wow.
I said, does that get me anything for free? They go, nope.
No.
It's kind of funny up by us. The only thing that we can get that really is dependable anywhere around is Verizon. Nothing else. AT&T, T-Mobile, all of it. They all have issues. Different places within a short distance of us. They have no reception at all. But Verizon's the only thing that we can use where we're at.
I like Verizon too. We used to have a hotspot for Verizon, but it expired and I never renewed it.
Yeah, I had Verizon. They cut off the hotspot for a while. You couldn't get a hotspot through Verizon for some
Yeah, maybe
reason.
that's what happened. Something like that happened.
They cut it off.
We don't have any of those problems because we're at a house, so we have Spectrum cable.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
looking
always
right now,
wonderful.
I'm looking right now, RV Adventure. I'm looking right now at our itinerary. We will be in our Peace River on February 8th through February 22nd. Peace River from February 8th to February 22nd.
Okay, Thin Blue Lane. What's your name? I'm sorry, I didn't catch it.
Bill and Nancy right here.
Bill and Nancy. Hello, my name's Robert.
Hey, Robert.
Hey. So
Maybe I should put my name in parentheses like you did. Judy and Ron.
it does help.
Well, see, I'm very bad at remembering names. So Judy writes up this cheat sheet for me. So
Isn't that nice?
I thought about doing that, but y'all would know. I'd be like, Judy and Ron are here.
Well, it's so hard too when you're concentrating and people are coming in, and it's just you got a million things going through your mind. It's like trying to remember everybody's name as they come in, and
it's hard for me to link things together because of having the strokes and everything. It's hard for me to bring up things and connect people to different things. So that's why my cheat sheets are everywhere.
I don't have any excuses other than the fact that I've had a few head injuries throughout my existence. But I can't. There's some people that can just shout out names like RV Weekends pops in. Oh, hey Robert, how you doing? I'm like, how do they do that?
yeah.
Well, that probably shows that you've been watching my content somewhat,
Probably.
or
Or they have a good memory.
seeing me in other lives and everybody saying it.
Nah, but see, I still wouldn't remember it. RV Adventure, that'd be cool. Maybe we can throw a steak on the grill or something.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey Carl, I need your Packers to go ahead and get rid of Brady, get him out of this thing. I think that even though I'd like to beat him in the Super Bowl, I just don't think that I want to deal with 2 weeks of listening to about how he's the greatest thing in the world, and it doesn't matter how good anybody else is, he's the greatest thing there ever was. So if the Bills make the Super Bowl, I don't want him to be anywhere around there involved in it.
My ice already melted, guys. That's how hot it is here. My ice already melted. I just got up to get this.
The weather is great.
Would you like me to scrape up some snow and mail it to you?
Our ice machine is working full time over there.
Just keep rubbing it in.
See that? You see that red thing on the table right over there? The big red thing? That's our ice maker, and it's working full time right now.
Well, right now that big thing next to us, Lake Erie, today was being the ice maker. We had
Jizzle's
that.
on my side of the lake.
We had the lake effect snow going. The lake's still too warm. It needs, or normally it should have ice on it, and we should be able to get try to help. It helps us, but with the water being open, that cold air comes across that lake and it just picks the water up and dumps it in snow on top of us. And today it was
lake effect, I believe.
Yeah.
Today's lake effect will be in effect from 8 o'clock this morning till 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Yeah, we're lucky right now where we are at my mom's is north of the city, so they hardly get any snow here. But so that's at least one positive thing for being here instead of our house.
We're gonna get some lake effect snow and it's gonna go. The lake effect warning is from 7 o'clock in the morning until 8 o'clock the next day, and then you expect snow totals to be up to 2 inches an hour. So it's like it accumulates fast when it does come. So
I run from it. I don't want to pull this 50-foot rig in the snow. I just don't want to do it. I don't have the experience.
Yeah.
I don't have the experience. I got a 4-wheel drive, but I don't want to try it.
Yeah, Crisco, I'm pretty sure he's going to play. I don't think that they're saying now that it wasn't a concussion, but he's still in the protocol because they put him in this concussion protocol. So
How can they say it wasn't a concussion?
Of course, it wasn't concussion because they want him to play.
Right.
Well,
They're gonna lie.
the man was knocked out.
It wasn't a concussion.
He tries to stand up and he can't stand up and wobbles all over the place, and they have to
Right.
carry him off the field. But
Right.
that wasn't a concussion.
I don't know. All I know is what I saw. I didn't watch the game live. I just saw highlights. I didn't notice that it was really a hit. It didn't really look like a hit to me.
That arm got wrapped around the back of his head and pushed his face down into the tipped his head straight down, and that's what they're saying is that it pinched a nerve in his neck.
That makes sense.
Caused him to go unconscious.
That makes
Where
sense.
you at, Chris Goes?
Yeah, because they were saying something about it was a bad hit, and I'm like, I didn't really see any hit. I just saw a tackle and his head hit the turf, and he twisted his neck and his body couldn't move. So yeah.
Crisco's in Alabama or
No, he's
Louisiana.
Louisiana. He's kind of Crisco's kind of depressed because the Saints lost this last week, and they're going to go through a whole bunch of changes with Breeze. I think Breeze is going to retire.
Yeah, I quit watching football. I've been watching football since the Dolphins were undefeated, and ever since I got to be an adult and realized that the Dolphins don't win every year, I'm like, we have a 1 in 28 chance of being a Super Bowl champion. It doesn't happen every year, so we're going to be losers more than winners. So I'm not going to get emotionally attached to it anymore. I'm done.
You see this
I
on
had that
my
same
channel.
realization with the Dallas Cowboys.
Here we are. I'm a Buffalo Bills fan, so we've been losers a lot more than we've been winners. And it's taken an awful long time to get to where we are. That's why it makes it that much special or more special. And
Hey, Jim Kelly put a whooping on the Dolphins many years,
oh yeah.
And I've been to several Dolphin games and saw some great playoff highlights and loved it. But it's just too emotionally draining because your team doesn't win every time. So it's like,
Well, I kind of stressed myself out, but this year for some reason the stress level's a lot lower. I mean, I'm not yelling and screaming at the TV as much.
Yeah, my brother-in-law, he has a TV on the back porch because he yells so loud it scares my sister. So he's like, she's on the back porch, she's in the house. And matter of fact, I pulled up one time in the yard and I hear this screaming, and I'm like, what's happening? And he's watching. He's a Dallas Cowboy fan, so he's watching the Cowboys.
Oh, Avenger, you heard my Cowboy comment then. Okay. I had the same realization he did when I found out the Cowboys didn't win every year.
Right.
Plus, I don't really watch football. We're not big.
I'm really happy with Josh Allen too. I hope the kid does really well. I mean, he's playing really well this year. I hope it continues. And I mean, he's a good person. He's not just a not just a good football player too, which is an important part of it. And
the Bills Mafia is
Yeah.
awesome for what did they donate to last
oh,
to
yeah,
the Buffalo Ravens?
yeah, Lamar Jackson they hit him and he got concussed, and they've already donated over $400,000 to his charity just in less than a week. The Bills fans are crazy about donating to charities. It's amazing.
That's wonderful.
Hey, Steve, I didn't think I could like you any more than I did. I mean, Adventure RV Adventure. That's awful nice of you there, buddy. We're from Dallas. We're home base and out of Dallas, so or at least we used to before we moved to the Houston area. Our home base is.
You know what I do now? I'm not a real fan, so I'll admit it. I am a fan of the best team that's playing during the season. So I'll pick that team, or I like a character. Like I like Mahomes. He's a fun kid. He's reckless and throwing the ball sideways. So I kind of like his style. Like Brett Favre. I always like Brett Favre because he's just sling the ball and just jumping and tackling guys in the end zone after a touchdown. He's just like a kid,
But
So
that's the kind of thing is that in the first few years that Josh Allen was playing, he did the exact same thing, and people were bashing him for it.
Right.
In the playoff game last year where he did the backward lateral and it ended up going out of bounds. If Knox would have caught the ball and carried it down the sidelines for a touchdown, it would have been the greatest thing in the world.
Right.
But because it didn't work out, he was being stupid,
Well, that's typical of any coach's call on a fourth down, on a 4th and inches. If they make it, it's the greatest call. And if they don't, perfect example is the Seattle Seahawks when they were on the 1-yard line against the Patriots to win the game. If he would have scored that touchdown, it was great, but it was an interception. Game over. So, you got what's his name? The running back to just running all over everybody, and then at the one you throw a pass and it's intercepted.
Yeah. By now, Jerry Lynn, thank you for coming in.
Wow.
Yeah,
we're winding down here.
We're getting pretty close to heading out.
All right.
Head out to Northwoods is coming on at 8:00.
I'm gonna head out too.
Yeah, we're gonna drop out too.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you, Bill, right?
Thank you.
Bill and Nancy. Yep.
Bill and Nancy.
And Nancy, it's really good to hear that things are looking up for you. Thank you.
I told you about your test results in Dallas, in Texas.
It was breaking news.
Yeah, it was breaking news on our channel.
We can only find it here. All right. Thanks for coming up and spending the hour with us, guys.
Thaning for having me.
Thanks for having us.
All right. Have a good evening.
Bye now.
All right. And with that,
well, that
wasn't what we were going to talk about today, but
it went really well.
So.
Oh yeah, Crisco, she loves that Cobra Kai series.
I binge watched them all.
I kind of watch it and I laugh at it because it's kind of I know that
they're kind of silly,
but
I wasn't impressed with the last ones they just released, but we'll see.
Good night, Nancy. Thank you for coming in.
Good night to my sister. Good night to RV Field Trip.
Yeah, I think we're going to be calling it a night. If everybody wants to head over and see
if Northwoods is on.
Northwoods,
yeah, they didn't pop in at all. And then Van Vita, or Gina and Griswold's, and I think we should probably have the schedule.
Yeah, we're gonna have to write everybody's lives down so that we can make sure that we're doing or saying it right. But we really appreciate everybody coming in, and
we will see you next time.
Okay.
Bye.
I know.